After we have set up our virtual environment and activated it, now it's time to install dependencies. To install dependencies, and in particular using YOLO version 8 to detect custom built or custom object detection, what we have to do is that we have to install Ultralytics. Ultralytics has already implemented state-of-the-art YOLO versions for our applications, and if you click on the GitHub, it takes us to Ultralytics GitHub. And from here, what we want to do is that we want to install Ultralytics, and this consists of lots of higher level APIs to do the object detection, to classify, to segment, to track, and to pose estimations, and many applications that you can build upon this. So for now, you can go to Ultralytics and install Ultralytics from here. I already have tried this, but it gave me an error. It might be because of some because it installs the new version and there might be some conflicting dependencies. So what I have done is that I already have prepared a list of requirements that satisfies and doesn't give you an error. So there could be two ways to do that. Either you take this requirement.txt file and install all of these at once using one command, and then you have no error at all. Or what we can do is that you install pip ultralytics and then it gave me an error. So at this point, there are maybe we have to install a particular version of ultralytics, and that would not give you an error depending upon your Python environment and many other things that you have here. So the best way is to follow, if you want without any hassle or without any error, I would suggest you to install all these requirements by one click of command, and I will shortly show how you can install all these requirements by one click. So all the requirements I will give you in the descriptions below, so that you can copy and paste in one of those text file, and then you can run a simple one line command that will help you to install all those requirements. So for this, let's go to and run our VS Code. uh, as usual, I always want to use terminal, not the power script. So, and by default I have this activated, so you would want to go out. So now you are at your base terminal, and then you go to the Python environments where you have your where you already have your Python environments. So for me it was oh sorry, so you would want to change it to the directory where you created your virtual environment in the last tutorial. So for me it's here, and then scripts activate. So now I have activated my YOLO V8 2024. So now you would want to install the dependencies here, and and this is my virtual environment that we created in the last tutorial. And here we have this and we would want to paste this environment, this requirements.txt here. So requirements.txt, you can save it here, and we close this file. So now you have here requirement.txt, and then you can install this requirement by one line of command, and the command is as follows: pip install and you see all those yeah. So once you have installed all this, because I already have done that, so that is why it says that requirement already installed. But for you, I mean, if you just type that command, this command pip install requirement.txt, it will set up an environment for you, and then you are ready to go. Again, you could use this, or you could use pip install Ultralytics, but this gave me an error, so you have to choose a specific version of this. So now let's check what version of Ultralytics and what are the things that has been installed. So go to Python, let me increase the font size. So Python, and now import PyTorch. It gave me an error. Let me see how I can fix it. I'll be back. Sorry, it's not PyTorch, it's torch. So if you get torch imported, that means everything is ready to go. And it is worth mentioning at this point that Ultralytics has implemented this YOLO model and all those functionalities in PyTorch. So that is why we need to import PyTorch, or you for you it's transparent. It doesn't matter what you're using it, because it has a very high level, and you just need to write few lines of code for training and detection and all those things, and that we will see shortly. So here you can see the version here. So torch underscore, so it's 201. So maybe 201 works well with 3.10.1 that we are installing, and maybe if you install the latest version of Ultralytics, this might be different. So it's just matter of version control. So depending upon what you want to do. But if you don't want to have any error during this course, or during this detection process, then I would suggest you to go along with me and install the requirements file. I will leave the all the requirements in the description. You can just copy and into text file and name it requirement.txt and save it in your in your base in your base folder of the virtual environment. And once you have installed it, you can just delete it. Yeah, so we don't need it. So now everything has been already installed here, and we don't need those requirement file. Yeah, and then in next tutorial we will proceed further.